Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Thornton Farm. With me, your host, the Butcher Man. Look at this thing. I love this tractor. It's so amazing. What is Y? Oh, I didn't even know it did that. Alright, we're gonna keep it like that. Spokes. Spokes, man. Alright, so I think I got a plan. I can remember what my plan is. Okay, my plan is, we just did our silage stuff. I filled up the mixing station. We need silage. That's what I'm gonna say. We need silage. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna travel down and we're gonna buy field 19 and field 23 down there at the bottom. And then we can turn both of those into chaff. We can chaff both of them, bring them up here, dump them in the pit at the farm, and then we can plant both of them with corn. So that, you know, if we need chaff, we can turn the fields into chaff, like chaff them out of corn, bring them to the farm, or we can take it down there to the biogas plant. Since they're close to the biogas plant, we can do it that way. But let's get there, man. Alright, so we made it down here. I had to drive all the way around the field because I came in up there. And we're going to open these gates just because... Actually, I don't think I'll need them. Well, I'm going to go out that way, so we better just leave them open. Let's look at this. 25 grand. 2.5 acres. I suppose that's fair enough, right? I wonder if this has been sprayed. I may have to talk to the owner. I guess the previous owner. Let's go look at the other field. Both these fields are owned by the same guy. His name's Bill. He lives down the road there. I may have to call Bill and ask him if the fields have been sprayed. And if he says no, I'm going to ask him why not. And then we'll have a discussion about whether he should spray them or not. Or he can pay somebody to spray them for me. Because that's pretty expensive. You know, I know it's got crops in it, but if the crops haven't been sprayed, then that may be a deal. Alright, just arriving at field 23. And just got off the phone with Bill. I called him on the way over here. He couldn't hardly hear me because the John Deere is puffing a little bit too loud, but he said the fields have not been sprayed, but he will send somebody out here in a little bit to spray them for me. Because he said that he thought they had been, but then when he checked his documents, his payment documents or whatever, they have not been sprayed. So he's going to send somebody out to spray them right quick because he put them up for sale thinking they'd been sprayed, and then I paid him the money, and then he's just like, oh well, they haven't been sprayed. So he said he'd do it. So we'll give him a little bit, and then we'll come back. Well, he should call me here in a little bit and tell me they've been sprayed, I think. Alright, so I talked to Bill again. He said he had a sprayer go over and do the job. And I'm inclined to trust him. Can I hook this tractor to this tractor? I can. Will it pull it though is the question. Come on, old Model A. Kick her in gear, buddy. I'd like to start pulling all our header trailers with this tractor. Just because I think it's cool. I got the idea because I was driving around the other day. In real life, I was driving around and I seen a header trailer on the back of like an old, I think it was a Massey, but it kind of looked like this, had the single, like the tricycle wheel in front. But I'm going to drag this over there, and then I've got to switch back, get the combine, and then switch back again and get the, get the tractor and the tipper. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to call a buddy of mine. He's going to come over and help me so it doesn't take quite as long. He said I think he's got a little combine experience, so I'm going to have him run the combine, and I'll pay him a little bit of money. He's going to help me out for today. I might have to call a couple of friends. Some of them might be busy, but I'll call them and we're all going to meet up over the field and get it prepared. Alright, so we've got it all set up here and stuff, and I got my friend Roger up there in the combine. He said he'll do this for me, and I'm going to pay him a little bit as long as he doesn't have to talk in the video. That was his only stipulation. He doesn't want to talk. He's a very, like, homely person, or whatever you call it. He doesn't want to, he gets embarrassed easily. So you'll just have to excuse him. He said he'll run the combine as long as I just sit here and run along beside him, and he'll, you know, he'll chaff up the field for me. No big deal. I tell you what, we may have to employ his services on FS17. But we're in the Massey today. The Massey, what is it, 7762? And I've been kind of talking to the dealer a little bit. I'll let you know that right now. I've been talking to the dealer a little bit, the equipment dealer. And we've been talking about a deal. We've been talking over a deal, I tell you what. And I'm trying to get him warmed up to the idea of, if I buy at least at a minimum half the equipment that I've rented, that he will refund me at least most of the rental fees that I've paid him. And he'll just kind of call it like I was testing him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll just kind of write it off as that. He'll keep some of the rental fees just because I didn't buy all. If I buy all the equipment, he'll give me all the money back. But he said if I buy at least half the equipment, he'll give me some of the rental fees back. I mean, he's talking somewhere in the ballpark of about $200,000 is what he'll give me back if I buy at least half the equipment. So I'm kind of thinking it over. We got to figure out what we can afford and what we can't afford, because obviously we still have a budget. We can't just go willy-nilly and just buy everything. What's going on, Roger? Are you alright, buddy? You alright? No? Are you not alright? Oh, he was kind of stuck. He was hesitating. He gets a little scared sometimes. You'll have to excuse him. He gets a little bit scared. Sometimes he's kind of wondering what to do. He's got to wait for me to move out of the way. He doesn't want to run me over, I guess. But yeah, hopefully that deal with the dealer, you know, the equipment dealer, will work out. He's kind of a good friend of mine too, so he's for the idea, but at the same time he's got to make profit at his business. So he said we got to buy at least half his equipment before he'll refund us any money. So we'll just kind of have to keep our eyes open. We'll have to, or keep our ears open. Have to keep talking it over with him. I think he'll come around. I really do. But me and Roger are going to be sitting here working for a bit, and then I'll bring y'all back whenever we got quite a bit farther done, because I'm going to try to get both these fields done today. So you folks just hang in there, and we'll be back. Ain't that right, Roger? Oh, sorry, Roger. I forgot, man. I forgot. You don't want to talk in a video. It's okay. Don't freak out and quit on me. So I think I'm kind of looking at it now as we may not do both fields today, because I'm on my second load and I'm just over 2 headlands around the field. And I think it's probably the difference of, we did field 13 up there, kind of we chaffed it, but I don't think it was sprayed. And you can tell that field's been sprayed. Like Bill said he had somebody spray it, but you can tell it's been sprayed because there's like damage through the crops. Like you can see a sprayer kind of went through there. But yeah, this is like just over 2 headlands, and we're now already 80,000 liters into it. So what we might do is, since we already bought both the fields, what we can do is this field into this silo, and then the other field into the other silo at the biogas plant. So we can use this one for mixed ration, and we can sell the other one. Because I'd like to kind of keep a bit of silo or a bit of silage in a silo down at the biogas plant, and just kind of keep filling it, you know. Just keep filling one, fill one until, you know, with one field, and then you know what I'm saying, like sell it as we make it, but just keep making it. So I think that's probably going to be a better plan, you know, because I think this one field, like chaff in this one field, after we had somebody spray it, it's going to produce plenty of silage for us to mix, you know, to use a mixed ration. So yeah, it kind of changes the plan, and I really want to chaff both fields today, because night's coming up, and you know, through the progression of nighttime, the silage is going to ferment a little bit faster. So I would like to be able to take advantage of that as far as having the chaffs blanketed and all that stuff. And I don't want to have to, I don't know. I guess we could probably do both fields in this one episode. I'll just have to skip out a lot, because I mean, it'll be a lot, you know. Actually, there's one of the tram lines there. You can see. That's one of the tram lines from the sprayer. You can see another one right there going that way. So I guess Bill's an honest guy, because he said he had it sprayed, and from what I can see, it's been sprayed. Because we're getting a really high yield on it, like high chaff yield. Because we're about partway through our third headland, and we've already taken 80,000 liters over to the silo. So I mean, it's looking good. It's looking like we're gonna have an awful lot of silage to mix. Probably more than what we need, to be honest. At least for now. We still gotta buy some pigs and some beef cattle, so that we can take them to market pretty soon. But I don't know how long it takes for them to fatten up. We may not even have enough time. But I think my idea I came up with today was, after nighttime, in the morning, all of our rented equipment's going to go back. So then we have to make the decision of how much of it do we buy. I'm going to fix Roger up here for a second. Come here, Raj. You need to be moved over here. There you go. But I think the idea I came up with today is, in the morning, when all of our rented equipment goes back, you know, and we actually just have to buy what we need, then what we can start doing is we can start doing all the episodes on 5 times speed. Just to kind of progress a little bit faster. I've been using real time because it does help out a lot with the rented equipment, because you get a lot more use out of it. Because otherwise, I think we're at episode, what, 12 or something like that. If we were on 5 times speed, we'd only be at episode like 4 or 5 by the time nightfall came. And nighttime is fast approaching at the moment. We're already at almost 7:30 in the afternoon. So I would say this might be our last bit of work in this day, and then we will progress to the next day. And I would like to take advantage of that in the silage fermenting process. So just an update on what's going on. I have I've taken 5 loads in this trailer back to the farm. So we're at about 200,000 liters of chaff in the bunker back there, and I'd say we're over halfway. I would say we're over halfway. So we should have close to 400,000 liters, I think. Which 400,000 liters is going to last us. I mean, the farm's not really big enough to consume that much as far as like mixing ration and stuff goes. So I think the plan is definitely going to change to what I talked about earlier, to where, well, I think this field's going to get chaff. The other field's barley. Um, this one is wheat, I think. If I remember right, this one is wheat. Yeah, this one's wheat, and that one's barley. But you can see the tram lines in it as well. You shouldn't be able to see them on the map, but that's okay. But yeah, that one's barley, so we might actually combine that one. We might actually like just go ahead and actually harvest it. Like a standard, you know, put the combine through it and turn it into barley. And then we could get the other head. Carolyn Cutter. Okay. But we could get the other head for this forage harvester and just do the straw. And I mean, it'd still give us some silage. And the barley, I think we'll just stock it up. I mean, we already have some, so we might just stock it up and save it. Because the little bird told me that if we can make, you know, save it for a few days, we might end up getting a really good price for it. I guess we can just wait and see. We need money, but at the same time we don't. We need to figure out which machines we want to buy, which I have a list of them written down. The harvester is obviously going to be like one of the most important, because we definitely need the harvester, and we're not going to settle anything less than that big John Deere 690 something. I think 690i or whatever it is. So we've got to have that, and the attachments like the trailer and the header and stuff that go with it. So we'll probably have to just buy that and then just kind of see where we're at. This tractor and trailer are both rented, so they're both going to go back. I think what we might do is end up trading the tipper in for a truck. Like, we might just get this old Peterbilt, just because it's kind of cheap, and it only has a 25,000 liter capacity, but I mean, it would last us for a bit. I mean, we could make do with that, because this has a 14,000 liter capacity, so I could fit almost two loads in it. I don't know. That truck might have a higher capacity. I'll have to check it out. It might end up having a higher capacity for all we know. But I'm gonna keep working on this, kind of knocking it out. I don't think we'll combine the other field today. I think this is probably all we're going to do today, is just get this field chaffed up and then get it blanketed. That way it can be turned into silage, so we can do some more mixed ration and start feeding some more animals, hopefully pigs and beef. But our main concern is going to be dairy cows, just because they turn a profit like every day. And the more of them you have, the better. The more productivity we have, the better. So we're going to kind of try to start focusing on them. Kind of getting their milk up there. Buying more and more cows. After we get our equipment situation settled. So just coming up on the last little bit here. As you can see, the whole field is done. You can still see the tram line. You can see where the straw, where the tram lines are. Where the sprayer come through and destroyed some of the crop. Should have charged Bill for that, but you know, me and Bill are still buddies. It's an honest mistake. Hopefully it won't happen again, but I'm sure it will. Bill's kind of forgetful. Well, Roger just left. See you, Roger. I don't know where he went, but he left without saying goodbye. I think what we'll do is I think we'll leave this stuff out here, mostly because it's rented and the John Deere's been out in the weather forever anyway, so it's not a big deal. But we'll head back to the farm, dump this in the silage pit, and we'll see what level we're at. I think we'll probably be somewhere around 300, maybe a little over 300. Let's see, I think I said we had 200. I think I've done 2 loads maybe since then. I can't remember. It's either 240 or 280 that's in there right now. So we'll see. We're gonna find out. It's gonna be sad to see the old Massey Ferguson here go. But I don't think we're gonna be able to afford the Massey. I don't know. I mean, I somewhat hate having just John Deere on the farm, but at the same time, it's my favorite tractor. I mean, John Deere's are just amazing. And we're going to have the Fendt. The little Fendt over there is going to stay, because it's already paid for. I just thought it'd be a cool little addition just to do a little bit of this and that with, you know. Let's pop this up so we can see what's going on. I got 240 in there. So yeah. Let's go ahead and just jump this in here, and then for compaction we might use that big John Deere right over there. That'd probably be about the best way to do it, instead of like trying to draw any of this Massey, because we'll be like bumping the front weight on the ground and all that stuff. So let's park this kind of just in here. We'll set the parking brake so it don't run away from us. We'll go jump in the big John Deere, fire it up. Unhook it from that. Come on, buddy. This big dude ought to do a pretty decent job compacting. Thing's pretty heavy. There we go. We're getting it. Got it all compacted. There we go. Alright, let's put the big John Deere back over here. I think this one's going to go as well. I'm kind of wanting one big Deere to pull the seeder, because I want to keep the same seeder. Let's shut him down. Alright, got it all shut down. Let's blanket this. There we go. How's she look up on the top? Looking good, looking good. Alright. Yeah, I'd like to have one big Deere. I think I'm going to get the other one, though, just because I can take the duals off if I need to. And it should be better that way. How are you looking? 20,000 liters of mixed ration. How much do the cows have at the moment? Not a lot. They have none. So I need to really get them some. Let's get to that right now. I think the Fendt is a little bit small. Take the parking brake off. Whoop. If I can go the right way. I think this is the right trailer. I think this is the trailer we used in it. I do believe. Guess we'll find out here in just a second, won't we? Oh, yep, it works. Alright, so it said it had 20,000 in it, which should fit in here. Maybe. Oh, 20,166. It's actually cooking up pretty fast. Like a multifaceted episode. I wasn't planning on doing this, but you know, when you check it and it says your cows aren't being fed, you gotta feed your cows. Productivity is important. Still need to get a bale shredder. I still haven't found a bale shredder yet. Alright, let's throw a bunch of feed in there. Filling up the trough there. Do they have manure yet? We have no... Oh, because we don't have any straw. Okay, by tomorrow I will find a square bale shredder. And then we should be good on that aspect. Look at that cow down there. She's like, yum. Mixed ration. That's what I was looking for. That's what I come in this cowpoke barn for. What is going on here? Oh, it's just because, like, the little door is open. That's kind of dumb. I don't know why it'd be like that, but okay. Gotta wait for it to come down. Come on. I was wondering why it's pouring so slow. But I guess that's alright. It's got, like, it's spot on. For how much is in there or whatnot. It's actually a pretty neat looking trailer here. I think it has sides that go, like, you can put on it. I think. I can't remember. I don't remember a whole lot about this trailer. I don't think it's normally red, but you know, since I'm the butcher man, I like red. Actually, I like all colors, but I don't know. I've kind of gotten the idea that, you know, red is kind of the butcher man's color. But we're gonna go park this tractor up, and then I think we're gonna call it a day. Been a pretty good day on the farm. It might be a little short. I don't really know. I kind of lose track of time sometimes. I don't have a timer. Maybe tomorrow I'll go see if I can search for a timer. I can kind of just slap it and it'll like start and stop or whatever, and it'll tell me how long I've been recording. Because that might help me quite a bit as far as, you know, knowing, you know, how long I'm going on the episodes. Because the way I do it, it's kind of hard to track. Because all I do is sometimes I stop and start recording, and then sometimes I just stop talking. And it makes it a little difficult sometimes to tell where I'm at in the recordings. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been a good day on the farm, as always, since we've gotten a bunch of work done, and we've got ourselves on the way to plenty of silage to mix in. But I think what we're going to try to do is, we got another little bit of light left in the day. We might try to combine that field. Field 23 down there. But we'll either replant 19 or we'll combine 23. I'm not really sure what we'll do tomorrow. It kind of depends. And then that'll probably be it for the, you know, the first day on the farm. We've done a lot for the first day. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, just let me know. If there's any preferences you would like as far as us picking out the equipment and like the kind of equipment I should keep or shouldn't keep or whatever. Just keep in mind I'm a John Deere fan, so a lot of the stuff I download and whatnot are John Deere mods. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Butcher Man, and y'all come back now, you hear?